no jibber jabber, I'm continuing. 5 hours, 45 minutes actually isn't bad. I think the game takes like 7.5 hours to finish. I'm doing pretty good. Unlike usual. But let's get into it. To recap, because it's been a little bit, we're getting into politics. Which politics? Because the leader is dead, and so they're going to elect a new one. One friend came over and gave her a political campaign. I kind of hated it, so I said, can't support. And I have a feeling that the next Dahlia's going to come over and give us her campaign pitch, or a friend's pitch at the very least. I'm gonna make a tarot card first. I feel like that's a good way to start the day. Also, I just don't have a lot of tarot cards in a game surrounding tarot and divination. Right? Yeah. 7 cards doesn't feel like a lot. I'll round it out to an 8. Obviously I'm going to... Oh, is this new, this card? Titan Quarry? Titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind isn't able to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mined materials for. They're happy to share their ore if you ask them with respect. Oh. Ooh, this is nice. The 100-column warship. Inside the Warhouse Nebula, there's a message to non-Euclidean canon. Oh, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb onto a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from many windows of the rest of the towers. Oh, easy. Do that. Okay. I know I'm like sure I've said this before. There are some cards I simply will, or like there's some arcanes I simply will never use. This one is fucking sick though. Do I have enough for it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're going back. We're going to make a card with that. And like I've tried to like match up meanings to create a card that kind of makes sense at the end of the day, but for this one I'm going to go based on nothing but pure aesthetic. I apologize, but that's really what I really want to make a card with this. Okay. Okay. And then, you know, we'll just be surprised at the end with the messages. A gun? Witches specialize in hunting magical beasts. Shockingly, I just played a game earlier today. Hold on. Tommy Gun Witches, I believe? All about witches with guns? But anyway. Oh, what's this? Okay. Let's do... Ooh. Let's do... Okay. I know I said vibes only, but like, let me get a little bit. Okay. Got it. So we'll do that, and then we'll go for the... Bam. Okay. Yeesh. We'll do it right in the middle because I saw the sun and immediately wanted to do something with it. Let's move all of this out of the way. This has to be really small, I think. And this is a smaller element as well. But if that's that small, then this character should be bigger. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's make this as teeny tiny as possible. Layer it to the front. So it's like it's on their back for some reason. What are these? Oh, okay, just like little... Okay. Let's do this so it looks like this is like coming out of their pack somehow? That'll do. And then... Well, hold on. Could I have... Oh, this too? Okay. Hold on. One thing at a time. Let's move this out of the way. And then... Let's make this as teeny tiny as possible. Okay, that's that person. Done. And then... I'm just going to kind of have these like flame whips coming off of this character. Oh! I can't do it. I had an idea, but I can't do it. Not that. We'll do it like this, but bring this one forward. Okay. Oh! A bloody hand pointing? Yeah, of course. How big would this hand be, roughly? If it were attached to this person. I think like that. Okay. Finish. The Undertaker. Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand hates its visitors. The resolve to sacrifice your own family. The fire whip exalts the odd pleasure in conflict. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power. Death and rebirth. Meanings: rivalry, tragedy, judgment, test, rejection, bad omen, change, rebirth. I think I have a similar card to this. Oh, I was thinking of genocide. Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking of the genocide card, but it's not quite the same. All right, that's done. Now I can plot progress, I think. The game's really quiet. Oh, yeah, there's just not a lot of sound regardless. Okay. Did you hear? The old bitch kicked the bucket? Let's celebrate. Yeah. We've heard the news. Adana. Adana is dead. Fuck Adana. Let's go out and celebrate? No, I can't. Why not? That hag is out. Fuck rules. My freedom's in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become the leader. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for office for 2 now. Oh. I'm not surprised by this. I assumed that this would be the thing. Both friends are running for office against each other. But I mean, maybe it won't be bad. Oh wow, really? I can't picture you running the coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. Yeah, but you know I was planning on overthrowing Adana. Got cold feet in the end, but this is a great opportunity to change things without resorting to violence. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. Follow me and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. You're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let's rule the coven together. Um, I'm a responsible witch, so let's hear this 5-step program. Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. I've done some research in the 5 pillars of our it really is 5 pillars of our coven's laws are judgment, law enforcement. Oh, I knew this from the last time. Judgment's how we decide who fucked up and what to do with the coven. Law enforcement's how we punish those who fucked up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs is how we deal with people, animals, and everything non-magical. Witch duties is basically what every sister has to do for the coven. Now, Idana was basically all fuck you, I rule, fuck you, I exile, fuck dangerous stuff, fuck mortals, and well, fuck you. I want to change things radically, try a new system more open and inclusive. Judgment will be something held between all members of the coven. All important issues will be solved after hearing everyone's input, then celebrating a referendum. It's feasible since our coven has less than 100 members right now. Okay, referendum. The DEI officer is logged on. I'm just kidding. This is my politics era. That won't be law enforcement. There won't be any law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between the affected parties. Isn't that a bit naive? What if they can't reach an agreement? We'll submit the case to the arbitrage office. I don't see why we need additional enforcement since we have the magical pact already. Okay, so law enforcement is just communication and understanding. I see. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate which is about its implications than about mortal affairs. I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. This may seem radical, but I believe we are way too privileged to dare tamper with human lives. I say leave them be. We have a whole universe to toy with. As for witch duties, instead of asphyxiating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pool resources for the coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We'll use those resources to help newcomers or any sisters in need, or to develop some ambitious communal project. That basically sums it up. Okay, initial thoughts. Oh wait, hold on, let me get this. What about devouring or freeing Adana's corpse? Aw shit, you are well informed. Almost forgot about that. Apparently, there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of a witch. If we literally eat her, we all become more powerful. But if we free her magic, a lot of women will be able to ascend to become witches. We could almost double our numbers. I firmly believe we should share magic with the universe. Okay. Initial thoughts? What the fuck is going on, sis? Yeah? Basically? There's a special strength hidden in diversity. There's a special strength hidden in diversity. Okay. Let me be honest and tell you how the hell we got here. It's actually quite simple. Shockingly. It makes no sense in this game. I'll save it. But the head witch died, and so now we have to find a new witch to lead the coven. And so we're doing that by getting political campaigns and voting, I guess. Like, I assume that's going to be it. This whole platform is like the liberal dream. Capital L, capital D. You know, everybody pays taxes to support everybody. That's what we do now in America, but does it work? No. we're so powerful. Leave people who are less powerful alone. Why interfere? Access, education. Don't ban books. Just educate on why certain books may have a certain effect. You know? Law enforcement, communication, understanding, abolition dream. It's a little. No, Lotus, it has nothing to do with tarot. It has nothing to do with tarot. It's literally just figuring out who the next witch is going to be. Because even the main character's exile isn't in the hands of these people right now. It's like with the space cops, I think, or the witch cops, I think. Oh, but then they'll defer to the new leader. But all the new leaders are against exile, so you know, I don't know. More points of view and the clash of new wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. That pretty much sums up my stance. So, are you with me? I don't want to be with nobody. Can I choose not to support anybody? I don't want to not support anybody. I didn't want to do it. We can do this. Okay, cards. Am I going to win? Alright. Why, Jasmine's planning on running Frost too. Let's clear things up so we can save ourselves the pain of a campaign. What? If you want to solve this by shuffling a deck, you might as well meet with Jasmine and flip a coin. And none of that will do. Voters are going to need a campaign to be informed at the very least. I really didn't think we were going to go this deep into it. Sure. We can still do the theater if necessary, but I'd rather know who's going to win already to dispel all the anxiety. I refuse. That would be unfair to Jasmine. Better think of a different question. Okay, I get it. What to ask? Oh, I know. Who are my enemies going to be? And what kind of dagger should I forge to face these trying times? The future of the Coven is on the line. Let's pull out all the artillery. Understood. Focus on your warrior spirit while I shuffle the cards. Okay. The Undertaker. Jasmine will pose the biggest threat to your campaign. The oldest witches will conspire against you. A powerful behemoth will stand in your way. Yeah, tarot is still here, but that plot point didn't have anything to do with tarot, like forging a deck and the deal that we made with the behemoth and like what it'll cost. That part wasn't. Like that storyline is, I guess, just left for now. But let's choose this. The oldest witches will conspire against you. I knew it. Those hags are going to hate my program. And I know they're already salivating at the thought of devouring Adonna's corpse. Over my dead body. Well, strike that, because they definitely eat me too. I hope those old bastards don't try to play dirty for their own good. Else they're about to meet the wrath of a warrior witch. Alright, sis. Nice to see you all fired up. They won't subdue me. Alright. What kind of weapon to forge? Broken and burning. Wisdom, forge a dagger that channels knowledge. Cunning. Let's do wisdom. Forge a dagger that channels knowledge. I work better with instinct than with wisdom, so that's why this is probably good advice. Thank you for tuna. What's the matter? Not to undermine your craft, but I doubt a dagger will be enough to deal with the oldest witches. They can easily outsmart us. What do you say we draw an extra card to explore what measures to take given this predicament? Absolutely, lay it on me. Alright, here we go. Measures. I'm getting all of my, like, kind of rough and ready fire cards. Make a demonstration of power before the Coven. Extend an official duel challenge. You will be powerless against such a rival. Make a pact with the demon to sabotage your opponent's efforts. I don't like any of these. But we'll just do this. Make a demonstration to duel. A duel against all the old witches? That sounds harsh. Maybe just extend an open challenge and tell them to bring their mainest. Go to the tallest bully, hit him in the face. It's so primal, I love it. Doesn't sound very diplomatic, but I'd say it suits you. I didn't know elections could be this thrilling. I'll do just that, thank you. And that's a wrap. I hope this was useful to you. Well, I'd prefer to cut to the chase and see who's going to win, but this will have to do. Thanks a lot for taking the time. My pleasure. Before I leave, I wanted to ask you for another favor. What's up? Another friend of yours summon a behemoth? No, silly. One of the things that matters to me most is how we deal with Adana's corpse. I believe it's extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love if you met with our most recent addition to the community. She's so new she doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come see you. You can help her find her way. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. Need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See you. Bye, Dahlia. I'm getting a funny feeling. You're getting a funny feeling. I'm getting a funny feeling too. I think the word diversity gives me a funny feeling in my tummy. The fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to quite literally play our cards. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah. How do you feel about politics? Now this question is a fucking bait question if I ever saw one. If I say I'd rather keep politics out of my games, I'm the horrible asshole. What I mean is, politics in games are rarely ever done in a way that feels thought out, so I'd rather keep them out. This is a bait question if I ever saw one. They're 50% bait questions. Let's say a necessary pain in the ass. I enjoy political discussion. I sure as fuck don't. A necessary pain in the ass. We'll do that. Yeah, I see how they could become suffocating for a mortal. Why would they say I don't want politics in my game? Too many hows and whys. I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree if you don't want to be insensitive to the status of your community. Yeah. Hold on one second. No. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I want you to say it just to see what they said. God. No. I won't reload. But I sure hate many things about it. I get it. What are your plans for these elections then? Why did you choose to go with Dolly? Are you kidding? What is... Sorry. Let me calm down. I like Dahlia's program better. I don't know, instinct. Dahlia strikes me as a more inspiring leader. Why are they asking me? Dahlia and Jasmine, why are they asking me if I'll support them? Or why is Abramar asking me why'd I choose Dahlia? Either Dahlia and Jasmine? Okay, that's what I thought. I literally have no clue. I don't know. Like, it seemed like, oh, as my friend, like, are you going to back me up? But it also seems like, am I about to be a campaign manager while exiled in space? I don't know, instinct. She may get upset about it, but she'll have to understand. The direction of the Coven is not a matter to be taken lightly. If either of them don't respect my stance, they aren't suited to lead to begin with. Good point. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader? That's what it seems like. Yeah, like, at first I was like, oh, are they just asking as, like, a little friendly thing? But I got their whole political, like, campaign. I got what they're running on. And I had to officially support one person, or I guess neither, But like whatever whoever I agreed with is like an official binding of this is the campaign I support. I'm putting their name on the back of my car, writing it in my Twitter bio. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if you saw, but last stream I was very much when this was first introduced, I was very much hesitant about the whole political aspect coming into it. Um so we'll see. It's still a very hesitant we'll see. Ah, I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react, but I'm also afraid of myself. I'm still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I'm afraid too, but I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa, are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? Ha, you wish witch. Jokes aside, I already told you that this is the first time I've ever encountered, throughout my many existences, something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill. Why don't you write yourself some courage? I'll draw myself one card. Wait, I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card ripe with fire magic and end up in a bad place? Ah, you're right. Better not play with fire. A seer shouldn't be scared of their deck. I'll do it. I like that. That convo with Dahlia definitely gave shades of what we were talking about privately yesterday. Yeah. I'll do it. A seer shouldn't be scared of their deck. Fuck it, we ball. Aren't you afraid of the consequences? Of course, but if I let fear dictate my actions, I would never have summoned you to begin with. Ah, you may be right. Alright. What exactly are you planning to ask anyway? It's more of a request than a question. I want to demand that the deck submit to my will. It's not likely I'll ever stop using it, so I'd better tame it. I see. You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out. Oh! A card that I haven't created. Interesting. Interesting gameplay choice. The cosmic wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockworks every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. Meanings, everything. But oh yeah, Lotus, regarding what we talked about regarding like the game and everything, like I said when we first heard Dahlia's whole pitch, it's very much the liberal fantasy. The cosmic wheel has decided to manifest as a card and will allow me to envision every possible past or future. Hello, Percy. Father Abramar had many sons had Father Abramar. I'm one of them, and so are you, so let's praise the Lord. Amen. Thank you for that blessing on the start of stream. How are you, though? You summoned the fucking cosmic wheel out of sheer willpower? Oh, I think I'm in love. Taking it back to the Methodist indoctrination days. XOXO. XOXO. Church girl. Shut up. Well, how does it work? This card will be in my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question. You didn't fully remove the element of chance, then. That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill seeker you are. You're right. Congratulations. You never cease to amaze me. Glad to see you're having fun. Speaking of fun, looks like you've got mail. You've got mail. Okay. XOXO gospel girl. Who's this? Yo, Fortuna, the newcomer I told you about is ready to meet you. She doesn't even have a familiar yet, so I'm contacting you on her behalf. Say the word and I'll bring her to your place. We're gonna do it not yet, because I know a little bit about this. We're gonna do it not yet. Hey, Fortuna, I don't know about you, but I miss you already. Let me know when I can come and visit. I have something I need to tell you. Love, Grief. I think Grief may wanna... Junrisha. Raisha? Our colleague Jasmine asked me to meet with you to explain the advantages of devouring a Donna and becoming stronger as a group. This is an important matter, so let me know when I can come visit at your earliest convenience. Did I not already say that I wasn't for that, and that's why I didn't support Jasmine? Let's call her over. Let's call over. Oh. Oh, look at you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches, so first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry, that introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It's just imperative that we eat Adana's corpse. Whoa, I thought you came by to do some convincing, not just to order me around. We are inches away from unlocking a new whole dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates to more witches. Who knows? It's possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That'd be very convenient, huh? I can expose some pretty solid arguments, if I may. Be my guest. Do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's just to calculate the chances that our interests will align? Sure, go ahead. Go ahead so that I know when I need to be contrary and difficult for no reason. Now that could have been Teenage's VeggieTales series, Gossip Girl starring the Veggie Teens, young veggies at a religious academy going throughout the trials and tribulations of modern religion while finding some of the restrictions quite unappealing. Hire me. You know, a VeggieTales reboot with a twist could be a thing. I used to have the VeggieTales DVDs actually. Quite a few of them. And I hated them all. But I liked what they had going for them. I liked that someone said the way to get kids hate two things, God and vegetables. Let's combine them and teach them to love both. I like that mission statement. So I was with it. I was on board. And I still am. Alright, 5%. The first thing I want to use to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power is a present. I learned that you craft your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own, and not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. Oh, look at this baby! The penitent one? The lone survivor of the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. This kind of looks like Pyramid Head. No. Yes. From the game. Pyramid Head from the game? While I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met a penitent pilgrim. He didn't see anything, but he left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Looked more like Blasphemous Guy to moi. Who's Blasphemous Guy? Is that from Bioshock? The guy from Blasphemous? Okay. Let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game. I said blasphemous guy. I was like, that's either biblical or like from a Bioshock. But like biblical Lotus wouldn't be talking about the Bible. It's gotta be Bioshock. It. Sometimes we lose. Think about the possibilities if you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. Is that enough of a reason to keep more witches from ascending? It feels too egotistical. Blasphemous is Catholic trauma Metrovania dishes, so you weren't wrong. There was something there. There's something there. Just tickling me in the back of my head. I'm aware that for someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough to make up your mind. So next, allow me to make a demonstration of power. Oh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of the holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. Sorry I laughed. It sounds way too ludicrous. Luda! Then go ahead and read my fortune. Throw me your Venus card. It'll be my pleasure. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be beads around Risha's necklace or anything, but I can't stop seeing it as an abacus. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be an abacus. And like a fate kind of thing. Like I know an abacus is for math, but you know, math and fate, people play with it all the time. I don't know, but I thought it just was supposed to be because it looks so specific. But wait, my formula may damage your deck in the process. Are you sure you still want to go through with it? Do your fucking worst. Very well, draw a card. I still need you to ask a question of sorts to effectively draw a card. Who knows, maybe you'd be surprised. I won't, but I'll play along. Is there a way for you to effectively access my fate? So you're basically challenging me, huh? I'm offering us both growth. Here we go. Broken and burning. You're going to destroy this card? Well, fuck you. But you're not immune to fate, you're dispelling it. Isn't that the same? Well, fuck you. No, you haven't just dispelled a card. You obliterated a lot of time I invested in its art. Don't worry, the arcana and the energy you spent on it went back to your grimoire. Now they can become something new. That's the beauty of entropy. It won't be the same. If you don't embrace entropy, you will accumulate too much baggage to be able to prosper as a witch. Attachment limits growth. I'm just not going to agree with this. It does, but then she has them hanging behind her, so I think it's just an accessory to a woman who serves while she serves. Anything else is just an accessory. I'm not going to agree. We can still get new things without losing the old ones. As to be expected from a young witch. You're still not ready to value entropy. But you are a smart one. I won't lose hope that in time you'll learn to understand its virtues. I have one more gift. I'd love for you to explore the blessing of entropy. Oh, look at this. This is a special dark matter serum distilled using the holistic formula. And add it to your cauldron, it will allow you to dispel cards. That way you'll be able to recover the arcana energy used, create greater room for experimentation and thus growth. Oh, that is interesting. I'll treasure it. Don't. Just use it. I know. Entropy. It was a figure of speech. Words aren't excluded from the power of entropy. I need this bitch gone. I need this bitch gone. She destroyed my card, and it was one that I enjoyed. But I have no memory of anything, so I can't recreate it. So, are you more prone to devour a Dawn and embrace her gifts? Nah. Get the fuck out of my house. Jasmine will be disappointed. Get the fuck out of my house. I don't like this energy. Sure, I'll be leaving now. Wait, what about the Fate Mancer's disc? Did it work? Are we friends now? Huh, I don't do friends. Who knows? Only time will tell. So that's how it is, huh? Well, you let me know if you suddenly feel the urge to join forces. No. No. Quite a character, this June Raisha. She's a bit full of herself. I'm sticking to it. I don't like her. I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They evoke a calm dread, if that makes any sense. I can picture myself getting there at some point if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe, maybe not. You're too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. If anything, I see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a special kind of confidence to invoke that. Oh, thank you. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, and I'm still on the fence about which one you are. Very funny. By the way, that dark matter serum's quite an asset. You think so? Of course. Your first cards bear the innocence of a student. That's very romantic and all. But as you develop your expertise, you can recraft those arcana in a more knowledgeable way. I suggest you try it out. Just add a drop to your cauldron over there. You'll get to dispel a card, recover the arcana and energy. Alright, leave me alone. It's going to be tough to part ways with those nice pieces of art, though. Maybe. You won't be able to reduce your deck size below 4 cards anyway. You've grown too powerful for that. Your divination won't be able to withstand a reading with less than 4 cards at this point. The omnipotent paradox. More or less, yeah. I'll leave you to it. Her eyes don't stop her from being condescending, sweaty. I don't feel like destroying a card right now. So we're going to What was this? Oh, Greth. Grief. Let's get this. The new witch. Let's get this. Do I need to do something? Oh, yeah. Fuck me, I look like shit. I don't know why I even bother to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. I guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. Oh. Today's my birthday. Should have gotten myself a cake or whatever. I'll put a candle on a hot dog or something. Oh, I could go for a 7-Eleven hot dog. Oh, here we go? Yeah, here we go. Will Denatron release a new game soon? It's been way too long since Hotline Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring too. Let's keep going. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. Life doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't make any fucking sense. How does everyone else manage not to hate themselves? I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. This is probably a good time to say this game does have content trigger warnings. My bad. That suppressed eye roll. Almost didn't see it because, well, oh, on the pixels? Lotus? Who rolled their eyes? Who rolled their eyes? But yeah, there's content warnings for illegal drug use and stuff, but in this case, content warnings for self-harm, suicide ideation. I think that's pretty. Oh, I know you were talking about me. You caught that vibe. Don't worry about it. You did catch a vibe. Would my life been better if I had been born on Earth? Without universities, without corporations, just surviving on the old planet. I wonder if they have video games over there. I hope those idiots don't ask me to hang out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. Fuck, I forgot the toilet paper. A horse! Surprise! Come on, guys. Alright, I'm not going to sing. They learned from their first kid. They didn't actually say it. Happy birthday. Did we surprise you? For a second, I didn't see the horse and thought you read surprise as a horse could help for what I missed. Come on, make a wish. I wish. Don't say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay, in that case. Welcome. Hold on. Because now the music is actually playing. Welcome, I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. Yes. First I need to come to terms with being in outer space and having become a witch. That's right, you're a witch now, girl. It was the sound mixing in this is pretty bad. I've had to adjust the audio so many times throughout playing this. Whenever like a moment is I think supposed to be a little more impactful, the music is way fucking loud. You're a witch now, girl. How do you know I'm a woman? Only women can become witches, so there's no doubt about it. Everyone seems to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had the chance to get out of the closet to myself, but everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather have me switch to masculine pronouns? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't all happen on my terms. I'm not seeing this as a good moment. I'm not seeing this as like a inclusive, heartwarming moment right now. The game has not convinced me that this is, that I should like this, and I should, like, the music is so beautiful right now. Like, it's not convincing me. This fucking sucks, dude. This is how this person was robbed of their moment. I just to not only have them say, I wish this was on my terms. To have them be like, oh, everybody else seems to know but me. Where's the agency here? Oh, you're a woman because witchism is binary. Shall I call you woman or? Personally, that's kind of a point too, in an effort to show that this system, this witch system, is inclusive. Look, trans women are women, therefore they're here. But this is still a weird fucking binary system. Especially because, not to be saucy, but as an ally, I've heard horror stories of trans women have this kind of thing. Having this kind of thing of like being outed, but being outed by queer friends who are trying to be helpful. And hey, it's bad. It's always bad. It's always bad. This character has still been outed. Regardless if it was for a good reason or not, this character has still been outed. And like, the game hasn't really explained how this works fully, but it seems almost as if people, non-witches, have an understanding of the ascension. I think that's what they call it. And so this person has been outed in every aspect, even if you want to just take it back to they were with their friends and then ascended, so now they've been outed to their friends and this old planet with humans. It's just, we're really accepting of trans people, but let's do that by setting a binary rule out of the game. Also, even beyond binarism, this is a very particular and specific view of being trans that is nowhere near universal. Yes, in fact, a view that is kind of falling out of favor with the trans community. Yes. Yes. I also think some of the writing may have been a little on the nose, isn't the word I'm looking for. But for someone who came to terms with being a woman because they were forced to come to terms with the fact that they were a woman, to be sitting in front of you and you go, hey, that's right, you're a witch girl. And then you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. It just feels it feels oddly outdated. We're so far evolved in this game that trans people are accepted without a blink. But to be accepted as someone outside of the gender binary, we have to re-enter the binary system trans people are avoiding like the plague. I think there's a lot that could be said here. When you look past like the veneer of, oh wow, this game said only women can be witches and they included a trans person. That's so amazing. When you look past that very small talking point in this whole thing, it becomes a little ugly. I think is how I can and will describe that in this moment. But let's see what else. Let's see what else. I guess I should be celebrating, but I can't still picture myself out of this big, ugly beard and hoodie. I believe I can help you with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind? Some kind of glow up? You'll be the one doing the transition. I'll just offer some guidance. I was going to say it before, but I thought it was too mean, but now I'll say this character feels like an extrapolation off of a Tumblr post from 2013. It's out, like we're getting close to a Wiccan pagan user talking about being essentially a woman, but somehow twisting that idea to be inclusive. It's fucking outdated. Like, that's just the best way I can describe it. It feels fucking outdated. And like you said earlier too, Lotus, this is coming from me, a cis woman. A cis woman who just happens to have trans friends, know trans people, and keep up with discussions so that I'm never on the wrong side of a discussion, right? It just isn't sitting well with me. You know? You know? We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. None of us ascended in these cool robes and hats. I'm an engineer, wouldn't even know where to begin with designing an outfit. It'll all come to you, trust me. Shall we perform a rite? I did it for my sister once. You can just relax. This is a pretty cool moment in a witch's life. Oh, pause. And another thing. What is it with sci-fi fantasy games having this thing of like transphobia exists but racism doesn't? It's been like abolished. Where do y'all think transphobia comes from? Okay. And notice again, that's because a lot of people have had the conversation of very loudly and continue to have the conversation of this is a fantasy game. Why does racism have to exist? But I just don't think I don't think enough people have continued on with that conversation to, like you said, understand that transphobia and racism are linked, but also any form of blank phobia, blankism, none of it has to exist. The view of transgenderism and ideology from this one point is coming across as not just antiquated, but very, quote, I'm your parent and I totally get why you want to wear your mom's shoes, but let's not tell her. I don't know. I'm in your hands, whatever. First of all, I'm going to summon a Fate Mancer's to check on our chances of success for the ritual. Chances of success? Does this mean I can fail? Not really. It'll just mean you'll take more time to figure out your witch identity, but it'll come to you in time. None of it has to, but if you're going to volunteer restoring some isms, you do gotta think about the root causes. It always feels super disjointed. It feels disjointed, and oftentimes, in the games that I play, because I know when to avoid a game that decides to include an ism, right? But like usually in the games that I play, even when it's an own voices narrative in game, it oftentimes will come off it feels it's like this is your experience, but it feels performative in a way. It feels odd. It's like someone took like painted a wall without primer or without sanding off the sticker residue first. I know that's a weird metaphor, and as I'm playing the game, I'll try to figure out what I mean by that. I'll try to put that in like actual words instead of a metaphor that only makes sense in my head. But let's see. We're talking, but let's see. Great. Just try to enjoy it, sure. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is by making some tea. I'm going to interview you to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll pour them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. This sounds so surreal, but sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method, and now I wouldn't go about it any other way. This entire thing feels performative. Look at us being involved and not only giving you a trans person, but giving you a very realistic coming out scenario. Aren't we being relatable? I don't know, it's weird to me. The thing is, like Danny alluded to, I'm pretty sure some of the devs are trans, but it doesn't always mean ... Yeah, I believe some of the devs are trans, cause if it is the same team that did Red Strings Club, then yeah, devs are trans, and the composer of the game is trans as well. So it's not a game that is without. We have that just disconnect. Ugh. Let's keep going. I'm kind of envious since this is something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course, interview the shit out of me. Question, tell me about yourself. What would you dream of doing as a witch? What would your ideal aesthetic be? Before transitioning into witch, all witches are bad. We're playing with language. We're kind of playing with language. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children in cursed towns? No. Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens, some others craft daggers, some others organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun, make some tree friendships, visit different places. I felt trapped for too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all that outside of your occupation. Any crafts you might be interested in? I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions, or maybe an explorer, any excuse to visit lots of cool places. Assigned witch at birth, not all witches are bad. Oh, there are some cop-ass witches. They look like little Star Wars cops. I see. What to add as your vocation? Oh. Oh. Ads. Let's sit here and let's wait, because I do believe ads are running. Yeah. Alright, ads are running. Let's chill and wait. Thank you for the sub, Lotus. Enjoy your new badges. I think you have a little chocolate milk now as a badge. Let's take this time. Let's take this time to sit and wait for the ads. But it does, it does feel a little bit as though the word witch it's supposed to mean something else, huh? It does feel a little suspicious. I can't be for certain. Yeah, Lotus. It's exactly that. It's the FOL. It's the FOLX. But also, I don't know. Why am I the one who's... I guess everybody needs a guide. And so, like, my question was initially, like, why am I the one saying I picture you as this? But this person was just snatched from their home in the middle of their birthday party and told, hey, you're both a woman and a witch. I'm here to transition you. I had initially planned on doing, like, let's have a just talking at the end of this stream to discuss our opinions. I think they're gonna come out regardless. And now we're like, okay, just pick your profession after being dropped into this random world. It does feel weird in terms of, like, she's talking about how she hated comp sci and just kind of jumped into it to get a good job. Oh, and now we're like, okay, pick a profession. Yes, but this is a profession that she'll love. It's, you know, so it's different. Like, that was something she was forced into on not Earth. Where do the fucking witches live? Mars? I don't know. But let's say traveling merchant witch. Ah, the traveling part sounds fun, but I don't know if I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't ascend without the necessary charisma comes with the package. Once you found your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. Alright, I think I can picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. You know what this is giving? It's giving life size. It's giving life size, but make it trans inclusive. I have another question, but there's not a nice way to ask it. Okay. Okay. Well. Yeah, okay, Lotus. Alright, Lotus. So, like, here's the question. Dahlia, a black woman with, like, 6 arms. See, and I feel like that little aside in the sentence is important. Kept stressing the diversity of the new witches she'd spotted. So, like, were there no trans witches before? Is that not what it feels like? That's what it kind of feels like. That there were no trans witches before, and then with her new plan, she wants to bring in more witches to boost the diversity of the coven. We'll see. So I don't know. It's very unclear. Fortuna's talking to No Name like she knows what's going on. Well, you see, maybe there aren't any trans witches in the coven. However, that doesn't mean that you don't know that trans people exist. And now, I don't fucking know, you guys. I'm gonna keep going. I think I could picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. Tell me about yourself. What would your ideal aesthetic? You guys, what's your ideal aesthetic? What would your ideal aesthetic be? I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. Use your instincts. Pour out any keywords that may come to mind. I don't know. What could be the opposite of this? I'm too embarrassed to say anything out loud, to be honest. Swamp witch? Oh, perfect. I want to type out some TikTok trend forecaster word moment, but it'll make my head hurt. I'm not comfortable speaking so openly about how I'd like to look. Take your time. Something flashy? Sexy? Ah, shit, what am I saying? I feel like any look would be too big for me to feel. I want to feel good about myself, but I also don't want to overdo it. A witch isn't capable of overdoing her looks. Hey, is it okay if people take their time becoming who they want to be? Is it okay if I want to look like fucking Barbie to the tens every day, but like maybe I just start with wearing lip gloss? Maybe I put my hair in a cute high pony with bumped ends first, and then gradually get there. Latina Ivy League Barbie? I like that. 1950s housewife gone feral? I like that even more. No, the answer is no. Okay. Because a witch isn't capable of overdoing her looks. Quote, I'm not comfortable talking about how I want to look. Okay, try harder. I don't want to overdo it. Oh, a witch can never overdo it. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes, but she is one hell of a woman. You're a hell of a woman too. I don't feel so ready to own that. That could be okay. It could be okay. Something hot, something exotic. No, cause my eyebrows and forehead feel so fucking tense right now. Like, I feel like I'm building new muscles in my eyebrows with every new dialogue. Please say exotic, make it happen, Daddy. You know we're not serious anymore. I'm gonna bury myself alive with that dialogue for Fortuna. Oh, Fortuna is giving it all she fucking got. Oh, something exotic. Ugh, I'm not a fan of that word. The game said, we don't talk like that. Oh. So we're back. Let me take a sip of water. Hey guys, welcome to the game. How is everybody? Why not? It's really cool. I'd rather do regular cool and not exotic cool. Ah, I see. I trust you could. Fortuna, calm down. Fortuna. Believe in yourself. Okay. Question. Tell me about yourself. What to say about myself? What do you like to do? A bit of your background, whatever you think is essential to your being. When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample a friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? It's the first thing that came to mind, and I find myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind idles. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, Western movies, and gardening. Oh, gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Damn, Fortuna! I just wanna be a dog! Woo, 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 woo. Thank you. I mostly grow marijuana and chili peppers. Is there pot in space? There is. Everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there's way better stuff you can get a hold of now being a witch and all. You want that good zhish? You're a witch, you can have it. You want that piddly stick with a little wump on the side? You can have it, you're a witch. You want a little bit of zuzu zaza? You can have it, you're a witch. Not that boring marijuana. That's for humans. Sure, I'll set you up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really. Maybe cooking. I love cooking, but too often I find myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Thank you for the quote, Lotus. I was focused on trying to spell piddly, a little piddly stick with a little womp on the side. Oh, we have fun. We have fun. I'm glad I decided to finish this. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I said no, I have to. And I'm glad. So, did you find anything useful? Let's add... Sorry for not muting. The cough. We could just add the childhood trauma. Let's add recreational gardening? Ha, will I become a witch dealer? In a sense, we're all dealers here. We're all dealers in the community. We don't have money, so we all offer our goods and services to the rest. That's cool. You know what's a good game about offering services to each other? Signs of the Sojourner. That's a good game. I played a game about witches earlier today. I think it's called Tommy Gun Witches. That was a fun, quick point and click game. You had witches, you had guns. That was nice. It's on itch. Signs of the Sojourner also on itch. Those are good games. That's it. That's cool. I have enough. Let's pour your cup. Hey, we're at 33%. The odds on that disc of yours aren't as high as I'd like them to be. They're good enough. Fill the rest with your willpower. You can do this. Good game. It's a good game. I do not replay games. I'm very bad at replaying games, but I've played Signs of the Sojourner at least 4 times. Your guest can see the disc. It's just sitting on the table. It's just right here on the table. So we can all know the probability. Cheers. My mind went blank. I thought it was UI. I think it's both. I think it's both. The chili peppers. Oh my goodness, you look amazing. Peppermancer. Do I? Yes, you're stunning. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself, yes. The Peppermancer. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself. I feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not Peppermancer was my name as the prison yard gardener. How can I ever repay you? You just become the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. Can you feel it now? You're calling? Yes. Mama, don't say that out loud. Mama, don't say that out loud. Don't call yourself the Peppermancer out loud, Mama. Don't do that. Haha, that is so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do from now on. Regardless of Peppermancer, the vibes are bad despite the wholesomeness, huh? Yeah. The vibes are still a little rough. I also think it's so strange that we have like the vaguely brown person with wavy brown hair. Their whole identity is surrounded by peppers. Like that feels a little weird to me. With like the scarf and the hat, like it feels a little strange to me. But I don't know. I don't know. This outfit makes her look like if Chiquita bought peppers instead of bananas. That's how she looks when she's farming in her pueblita. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So many questions. I feel anxious and excited. I can help you out with that. My specialty is helping witches deal with questions using my deck. Oh, Dolly told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to brew some tea instead of letting me see your deck. If I'm being honest, I've created a very aggressive deck. But we'll see. So yes, please, I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. I propose you look into what role you'll play in the coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yeah, that's cool. Also, what do you say we look into the future to see what you'll call yourself so that you can start using your name right away? Oh, I'm going to give her name. Anything else you want to ask while we're at it? I'm fine with just that. Let's leave some room for discovery. Very well. Now focus on these questions while I shuffle my deck. Okay. Let's put this in the roll. You'll grow a special variety of spicy peppers known as truth chili that will become an essential item in the upcoming elections. Why are we back on the goddamn politics? But for me, the bad vibes are like, okay, we got it confirmed you can only be a witch if you're essentially a woman, and now we're kind of implying only someone who looks like a real woman, TM, can be a witch, you know? Oh, but see, Lotus, the Peppermancer wanted this because she didn't like how she looked. Who's to say if she had come and said, yeah, I love the way I look, she would have stayed the same. This transformation wouldn't have happened. Who's to say? Who's to say? Of course, it's just a coincidence every witch in the game is extremely femme-presenting. No, because Greth wears a suit and has an undercut. Sorry, I also hit my mic. I got excited. Greth has an undercut and wears a suit. She's giving masculine androgynous. She's good. Let me chill the fuck out for a second. Come through, Butch Queen, we love it. Exactly. She had on a suit. That sounds really cool. Don't you dare say a slur on Twitch TV. I gotta play my game today, okay? It sounds like you're going to be pretty busy given our current political climate. That's just perfect. Some business is just what I need to keep my mind off the astral mess I've gotten myself into. I'm eager to learn the ropes of witchcraft. I saw you start to enunciate the D. Just, my lips getting ready. Dreamcatcher put out a special performance for Endymion. Oh. See, Dreamcatcher knows. You don't have to tell Dreamcatcher anything because they know exactly what the girls want. You better get ready for a crash course, haha. Totally. I'm supposed to grow some peppers and I don't even have a home or garden yet. You should talk with Jasmine about that. She's a gardener too. I'm sure she can set you up with a nice cosmic parcel. Perfect. I'll go and meet her after this meeting. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Alright, and now we have High Alchemy, Introspection, Yearning Power. Let's get a name other than maybe. You're Violet the Peppermancer? No, because I'm really fucking naming her. Is that not crazy? You're Violet the Peppermancer. Whoa, Violet. Sounds so alien to me. Feels like stealing a name from the identity database or something. Almost as if... But I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You're welcome, Violet. Alright, that's a wrap. How'd you like my divination? Super cool. You've got a great talent. Although I'm not sure if I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of fate's existence and knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it could cause that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had talent like yours. So tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to the peppermancy. Ha! It can be maddening at times, yes. What are you planning to do now? Dolly wanted to introduce me to more people, and now I feel ready for it, thanks to you. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me anytime. I will. Goodbye. Oh, the slit all the way up the leg. What time is it? Let's see. Let's get Greth over. I tabbed out of the game when Greth was on her right way over, and so I tabbed back in to her just looking like this. She says, hello, beautiful. Hi, Greth, how are you? Better than ever, thanks to you. Is it Predatory David Bowie looking at us? Is it wrong to say that even this relationship feels like it's playing into a binary with the hyper-femme butch lesbians? Does that feel? Okay. Okay, got it, thanks. Thanks. Better than ever, thanks to you. And I'm not just talking about the behemoth. Listen, I wanted to thank you for helping me. Can we talk about how, so oddly, I have been getting so much weird content on TikTok of like femme lesbians who are dating femme lesbians having to like fight hard to validate and defend their relationships on TikTok. It's very strange content that I'm getting. It's very strange content. You said TikTok, I assumed is what, ABO again? No, summer's coming to an end, so the ABO TikToks are also slowing down. You know, that's a summertime thing. Listen, I wanted to thank you for helping me. Here. Oh, look at this. Terrors. These energies? Terror often roam the cosmos.
Huh? No, you are.
When you and I are both femme lesbians, it does go off by itself. I appreciate that sometimes it enhances the conversation, and sometimes it is so cognitively dissonant to what we're talking about. I'm keeping it. You and I are both femme lesbians. When it comes to social media, I wish a femme lesbian would shut the hell up. Our lives are not hard because we're femme. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is the case. It's a bunch of stuff about, like, because straight girls will kiss their straight girlfriends, femme femme lesbians have a harder time proving that they're not just straight best friends, that they're actually lesbians who are in love with each other in a lesbian way. And it's like, I'm so sorry, but like a butch or a stud leaves her house and is hate crimed immediately. We have to know when to be a little more silent about certain things in certain conversations. My life is hard because you're femme. Where's my video game? Ooh, I could make it. Oh, but let me accept my card. It sucks to be ignored and validated, but being invisible is much better than being hypervisible. Yes, that is the thing. So, I don't. You know what I don't engage in? Outside of me telling y'all about it? TikTok conversations. Okay, Greth. Captured my behemoth's essence inside a super arcana. I thought it could make a great addition to your deck. Greth, I love it. Thank you so much. Glad to hear you like it. I'm going to make a beautiful card with it. Thank you so much. You will not see me sincerely engaging with some online queer discourse, especially not some WLW shit. Go outside and talk to real gay people. For the first time, I heard someone call themselves a WLW verbatim like that. For the first time ever, like a week ago at most. Shut up. There's something else I need to tell you. Oh. Oh! What the fuck? I'm in love with you. What is this energy surge inside my chest? I've never felt this way before. Is it the water seal? I I love you too. Oh, what the fuck? So, Lotus, I don't know if you were here when I first started the game. My water broke. um, but like I had to make choices about what I wanted. So I wanted to be feared. I wanted romance and I wanted like a few other things. So I guess because I chose that I wanted romance, now I'm in love with Greth. I guess that's how that manifested itself. Oh, I'm so happy. It feels so weird and so good to say it out loud. I love you. I love you. I don't know how this is possible, but hey, I think this is fucked up. Was there any player chosen romantic advances with Greth? Did you guys ever talk? We chit chatted, yeah. We chit chatted when I helped her remove her behemoth. And there was like slight flirtation there. I think it's the fortune magic one. Like, yeah, like I think this is supposed to show the bad, because there wasn't enough conversation for this to happen. This is me like making decisions that I was told like, hey, they're big decisions and they're not going to go the way you like. It's coming to. This is it. Did you cast a spell on me? Yeah, bitch, I did. What do we do now? I don't know. Do you want to make out? Crap. What? We discovered something wonderful. May us enjoy the ride. Oh, hi, Azalea. We chatted when I helped her remove her behemoth. Yeah. Hey, Azalea, I hate to say it, Mama, but you have missed potentially the best part of any stream I've ever done. How was work, though? It's that time. Coming in right for Greth but missed all of our fun hater conversations. So this VOD will be posted on YouTube, exclamation YT. No, I don't think anything will top, honestly, me playing, uh, nothing will top, what was that game called? Coffee Talk. I don't know if I could ever get there again. I don't think I could ever get there again. But we met the trans character, and I think it went about how we all expected it to. So there's that. And now me and Greth are in love because of Witch Magic Fate. TBH, it went worse than I thought. Actually, yeah. Yeah, because it was pretty bad from start to finish, huh? There was no actual dead name, but that was it. That was the only good part. And at the end of it, we got to name the trans girl like a weird pet project. It was all the implications. From outing to naming like we owned her. It was not fun. It was not fun. Okay. Yes, hug me, kiss me, come here. What the fuck is this dialogue? Don't ever talk to me like this. Oh, Jesus. I don't know about. Okay, y'all can see enough. I don't know about unraveling the meaning of life, but that was fucking close. Are we supposed to assume that they are fully clothed and have done the deed? Have done the lesbian deed? Okay, let me start reading the dialogue again. You know, this was my first time with another witch, and it is something surreal. Me too. I hope we can repeat it often. Yes, please. Speaking of, I want to propose something to you. What do you say I pack my stuff and come live with you? Come live here with you. Oh, that's only if you feel comfortable with it, of course. I don't want to impose. My main occupation is to study and meditate.
You're
I would rather
lesbian,
do
huh?
it.
No, you are.
I'd rather do it here and keep you company. Greta's a hey mama's lesbian. You're fine, Lotus. You've endured enough isolation. That would be great, Greth. No, can I have any choice in this? Can I have any fucking choice in this? By all means, come and live with me, please. That's settled then. You won't be alone from now on. Thank you so. What about the behemoth that I have living outside my door? Greth is just downstairs. Look. Is there any card we want to get rid of? Oh, this one. I hate this one. I didn't like. Dispel. Okay. Um, let's make a card, I guess. Let me check on ads. We're doing pretty good on ads. I hope you didn't think this was an RPG, girl. I mean, I don't think anything is the thing. I don't think nothing. Let's do this. We're gonna make a card with the florist, just because. No reason other than just because. Um, what would go well with the florist visually? Oh, a gun? No. Just wait. Okay. We're gonna put the florist right here on center stage. But very teeny tiny. Sitting all proper like. In the little chair. Okay. We're going to have flowers and leaves as big as they can be in the front. Over here. And then we're going to have a little vase back here. And what we're going to do with this vase is we're going to hide the trumpet in there because I didn't actually want the trumpet. I wanted everything else. So we're going to hide that. Oh, I've got a visitor. Applause. I don't feel like reading that. I'm so sorry, you guys. You guys, I'm in a weird space right now, okay? So we're just going to progress with the game. This one moment of quietude is welcome after all that shit. Oh yeah, because the game is very silent right now, too. Who's this? Patrice. Oh, my sister. My brain pan is still reeling. I've got my notes in my head, and you keep your notes in your head as well, because we're going to talk about this one street at the end of this game if I finish it today. I'm finishing it today. I'm finishing it. As long as I'm done before 7 p.m., we're finishing this. Let's invite our sister over. Oh, we're in chapter 5. An inquiry into values. Oof, my speech impediment was really acting up with that one. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? Are the politics coming in full? I hope not. I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents apiece. What? Why'd you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 apiece. Oh, hold on. There's a little music. Now it's a little quiet. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have to teach me much. Time to teach me much, besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. Wait. I love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. Wait. I'll make some paella tomorrow. Wait a second. Wait. What do you say? Yes. Wait a second. Why'd you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. Do they mean the war in Spain, or are we being silly again? Are we being goofy? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay, I guess technically it is the United States of America. Okay. Why'd you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. They sure do mean the war in Spain. Hey, they meant it. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. And there are fascists in the US? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we gonna do, Grandma? Don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Yaya, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here where she died? I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it's true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva, she gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza, and we opened up a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine. Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night, there was this beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Now, why would they tell me she said that? Why would they tell me she said that? It was implied, and like the implication was what made it powerful. Ugh, I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's alright. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live into the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit? That I don't know, sweetheart. All right. No. Hello? So Patrice drowned her sister for the insurance money, built a new life. Good for her. And she's just been weaving this story for years since. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When are you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? No, because I got my new bitch still downstairs. Things have been complicated. This is such a pattern. I don't know why you keep pushing me away when things get complicated. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make your own. My own problems your own. Hope your new bitch is ready to overhear decades of family drama. Centuries. Centuries of family drama. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although, not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Ah, not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. Are you still checking on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria, Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point it lost all meaning, just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well, prick. How's Juliet doing? You two still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly, can you believe it? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches, the irony of immortality. Heh. How's work? Oh, keeping up with the thrilling life of the archivist. Do I know any of these people being mentioned? Why don't you switch jobs if you find it so dull? No, I mean it. At first I took it because I needed to come to terms with this new reality you dragged me into. But now I'm hooked. Occult sciences, actual occult I mean, not Earth's esotericism. Esotericism? Are so stimulating. Feels like picking reality apart, like I'm on the verge of a scientific breakthrough every day. I'm this close to start writing my own treatise. I'm eager to blow some witches' minds with the reframing of the occult I'm thinking about. Whoa, that sounds exciting, alright? Will you read it? Of course, you don't need to ask. Well, you didn't read a single novel of mine back when we were mortals. I'm not as interested in lesbian pulp novels as I am in occult stuff. Fair enough, I guess. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. Let's be a bad bitch. Fine, show yourself. Holy fuck, Fortuna, a motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. We got a name for that kind of bitch? What's the name? And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Fucking Adana. We have to use the A bisexual? Oh, Azalea, that's so fucking mean. But I've got a laugh. I've got a laugh. Thank you. Oh, but we're back in the politics. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice, what? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. Jesus Christ. What did you say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want to get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why'd you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do you have to go over this? I just read the cards. Oh! But wait. Fortuna's readings aren't readings. It's her creating futures. Wait, what? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What's going on? Oh shit, your bone cancer? Oh! Yo, she killed her sister too then, if that's the case. She gave her sister cancer, she killed her, and then she turned her into a witch. A witch. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What's going on? I'm not a reader, I'm a writer. Yeah, they're not readings. They've never been readings. Adana died and came and visited Fortuna and said, "Hey mama, the reason I exiled you is because I found out that your divination is not reading. You're not reading the future. You're creating and changing past, present, future with your cards and your readings." So that's why her ass got banished. So, what the hell does that mean? Idana's corpse visited me recently. Oh, here you go. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future, I'm deciding it, forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. Like, yeah, right, Azalea, like, it's a little ugly, but she may have had a slight reason to exile her. Adana's still horrible, but I do think I see why she said Fortuna gotta get the fuck out of here. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying and I dragged your soul into space. Why couldn't she just kill her? I must have missed that. Why couldn't who kill who? Adana kill Fortuna? Because I don't think, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't think she wanted the truth of Fortuna's divination skills or powers and abilities to be out there. So she banished her for a ridiculous amount of time and took away her ability to do what she could do. Whereas killing her would have been a bit of an over exaggeration to what happened, and it would have looked even worse on her, I think, is the reason. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hated being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Now it's overwhelming? Right, so what Azalea said. Yeah, you know. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploding her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. What spider guy is she referencing? Is this an Earth reference? Or something? Having great power and not using it is irresponsible? Is that a fantasy reference or something? A spider guy? It doesn't go like that, no? Well, you get me. Oh, I thought that we were going to do a like it's actually this. But where do I draw the line? Oh, the oh, Lotus, did you also not like when we talked about Elden Ring 2? Elden Ring 2 and God, what was that other fucking game that was referenced? I forget. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Elden Ring 2 Hotline Miami 3. There it is. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No. Come on. We all had have an expiry. No, no, no. Okay. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was immortal. It's weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. All right. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. This game is okay. So can we talk about another thing really quick? I am very much into sisterhood and like very specifically the sisters you don't choose. Your blood familial sisters and like how sisterhood is discussed in games very specifically. Sister of the Traveling Pants was my favorite book and movie at the time that those books and movies were coming out. So, yes, you're right on that. But I feel like this game is doing a really weird job of trying to do the whole like sisters who love each other but have problems angle. Because the way they talk to each other is so fucking disrespectful and borderline like what's the word? It's disrespectful, it's rude, it's hurtful and harmful. Like they're written like ex-girlfriends. Yes, like it just it's not giving me sisters who love each other despite their problems because they go from I fucking hate you, you piece of shit, fuck you, you don't know anything to you know I love you. It's strange the relationship that we're getting with Patrice and Fortuna. And even when they were humans in that flashback scene, I was slightly shocked when I realized, oh wait, they're actually sisters and not friends with the potential of a weird relationship. They're supposed to be sisters. Hmm. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated or whatever, you deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. It's because it's like the 200 years and whatnot. It's supposed to be all this built up resentment, but you can't feel the familial bond beneath it. It makes the moments where it just makes the moments where they're like, you know, you're my sister and this and that. It just doesn't make it. They don't connect. Wait, how does this new deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination and don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you've got. Oh. Now, was this a mechanic, or did I actually pull this card? You'll be executed for unleashing a terrible force that will obliterate half the witches in this universe. You'll get to witness the end of this universe and perish along with whoever remains to experience the end of it all. You will turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You'll fall in love with a mortal poet and forsake your powers. You will live and age next to them. You'll die during a duel. You'll ascend one more time, become a goddess of inspiration. I think we're both pretty sure to the answer to that question. Yeah, it seems a little. Let's do this. You want to live forever and then die. What is the end of this universe and perish along with whoever remains to experience the end of it all. So you basically curse me with eternal life. Yup. Not quite. The universe will eventually end. That is an eternity, even by witches' standards. Well, excuse me for wishing you a long existence. I may die of boredom before fulfilling your prophecy, let me tell you. But I guess that watching reality come to an end may be quite an experience. Can't wait. Okay. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah? I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. Um, no, Azalea. It was a card that was gifted to me by Greth. It's a plot card, yeah. It was gifted to me as a thanks. And so like that's why like there's no real meaning to it. It's all possibilities. It's endless possibilities, all possibilities. So it'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I composed them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Endless and all possibilities meaning the real card though to be. Yeah. I'm just having a hard time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Oh, here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No. I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your new campaign. Oh no. Let's just, Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. So? They call dibs on this seat or what? Oh, Azalea, you've missed some of the politics as well. We got Dahlia's political campaign, and it was very much the ideal world society type thing. And then we had somebody from Jasmine's team come in and try to convince us to take Jasmine's side, but I didn't like her vibe from the start, so I didn't listen to what she had to say, and I chose every hostile, disagreeing answer possible because I wanted her out of my fucking house. So that's what you've missed. And, you know, every so often they'll throw in politics of just like, they're important. The game asked me, how do I feel about politics? And I could choose they're a necessary evil, or I love political discussion, or I don't want politics in my game. Those are my three options. You missed that as well. I didn't choose the I don't want politics in my game option because I said I know what the game wants, so I didn't choose that. However, later on, I did make a choice to call somebody exotic, and the game did chastise me, but then walked back on the chastising by having Fortuna say, "Why exotic is cool." So that's what you've missed. Um, if you can make sense of that. Things will get too tense if I decide to run out. They'll have to deal with it. For God's sake, we're all centuries old. I'd demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. You have exactly the same right to run for leader. That's fine and all, but I already told Dahlia I'd help her become the next leader. What a pity. Let's hope she takes it well when you tell her you're running for leader. Okay, so should I run for leader? What do you guys think? Should I throw a wrench in the plans and run? You say no. Regardless, though, do you understand that regardless of what I choose, we are going to be dealing with politics. I'm either running my own campaign or helping Dahlia run hers. I got 2 no's, that's all I need. I don't want to run for leader. You're going to make me beg? So I can vote for you ending this stream? We just got started. 2 hours ago. It's not a matter of begging. Running a coven requires way more than manipulating the future. I'm not ready for that, but you are. You're sensitive and smart, plus you can scry what's ahead. Well, or write what's ahead, whatever. I'll help you with the bureaucracy. We'll make a fine team. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. I haven't taken a break, but I've been really into it. I'll run for leader. I'll stick to my word. I'll stick to my word. A waste, but I won't force your hand. We can still do a lot of good if the future leader has you as an advisor. Let's invite Dahlia and see how we can help with their campaign. Why are we helping with the campaign? I'm gonna go do some scouting, and I'll come back with a picture of the car. Oh my god. See you in a bit, get your deck in order, relax a bit, talk with your friends. Ads are starting soon? That's perfect. Uh, the idea that you should be the leader for the universe because you can write the future is crazy. Talk about dictator. Curious to see where the fuck this goes now. We're gonna take a break. Ads start soon, so I'm gonna take a longer break, like a full BRB break. Be right back. Let's get back to it, shall we? Let's figure out how deep these politics are gonna go. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air still didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. Huh, we've come a long way. There's no magic in this universe that's going to make my sister afraid of me. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit's getting real. Are you excited? Not really, but I don't have a choice. Come on, you always have a choice, especially you with that deck of yours. Patrice can be reality altering in her own way. You've witnessed it, I can't fight her. I wouldn't like to have an older sibling, no sir. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Yeah, let's get everybody out here. Let's get everybody out here. You never know how gruesome things would get, and the three of us didn't have the chance to meet just to hang out like old times. So, do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side and you're planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know? Okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval. Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. I'm still so curious. I'm waiting for these politics to kick in. Also, the music is so low at this point that I think I could turn it up all the way and you wouldn't hear it. In OBS, I mean. So, apologies for that. It's just gonna be off forever. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Plus, I should bring Greth up to speed. For what? I guess she's in this mess by association now, too. Oh, talk to you later. TTYL. TTTTTTYL. Oh, God. Not the me back in this bed. Who was that? Sounded pretty intense. Ah, my sister Patrice came by. What? And didn't you think to introduce me? Oh, I do want you to meet her, but the situation was too tense to bring you up. She's coming back in a bit, so we'll do the introductions later. Ah, okay, cool. Is everything alright? My sister is dead set on hand-vesting me into the political race. She wants us to help Dahlia become the next leader and set me up as her right-hand witch. Oh, wow, wow. She believes I could do a lot of good for the coven with my cards. Well, that's a fabulous idea, provided you're fine with it, babe. So Greth isn't going to be helpful. Greth is going to be that partner. And not only because of your cards, you're smart and caring. You've only had this new deck for a few weeks and you've already helped a lot of people. Myself included. It'd be great to have someone so kind-hearted yet powerful as you at the helm for a change. I'm not as selfless as you think. I'm an egoist, I'm full of wrath, I'm a mess. Aren't we all, though? The important thing is that you can overcome all of that. When it matters most, you do good. Greth don't know me! Literally, Greth don't know me! I'm a mess. Ugh. Welcome back, Lotus. I can work with the team, help move the campaign. That'd be great. I feel stronger with you at my side. Y'all mad once she thinks she know me. Or I guess the game said y'all wanted to see lesbians. Y'all wanted to see lesbians, here they go. Can I ask you to keep me in check if I lose my way? One of the things that scares me the most about going into politics is the idea of losing myself to ambition. Crossing a line I shouldn't, I don't know. She trying to manage this campaign, she got a tight thing, she's so funny. She got a fresh lineup on that undercut and thinks she knows something. You can count on me. Look, I've come up with a mission for you already. Oh, I see. I see. I just thought you took a quick afternoon shower. Look, I've come up with a mission for you already. Whatever you need. Hold me tight, please. Just hold me. Just hold me tight. I'm getting into politics. And I'm a little girl. I'm just a girl getting into politics. Oh, I forgot about these cards. You dream about you're wearing the most beautiful dress made out of black skulls and lilies. You attend an award ceremony that celebrates the best students of the occult. You're nominated in every category, but you don't win a single. Why is this? We win a single award. You meet a beautiful waitress and have sex backstage. Wake the fuck up, girl. Wake the fuck up and be for real. Should we make a card? My heart's not quite in it. If I can be honest. But I'll try. Like, look at this card. My heart's not in it. But I'll try. My deck is big enough. We finish in this game. And, to be frank, my cards haven't felt very important lately. Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know when it's a good time and I'll pick up Dolly. Come over. Let's go. Hi, ladies. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet, magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Thanks for the platitudes, best friends. Sorry, that was mean. That was mean. What did we do last time we met? I remember you two came over to my garden. We had some delicious pastries that Fortuna baked herself. Oh, I remember. And we opened that bottle of swordfish liquor I got from the Nomad Sky Caravan. Oh shit, I do remember now. We started to play that City Immortal game you taught us. Oh right, Truth or Dare. It was all the rage among teenagers when I was a young mortal. Oh damn, then I dared you to read into the future of the Coven. Oh, well there we go. That's how the incident started. Fucking Adana, this is all her fault. If you ask me, she got off lightly. Now it's up to us to clean up her fucking mess. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool, more excited than anything. On the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven's going to be well looked at after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven, and I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Are there only 2 people running? Just to be clear, I do think you'd make for a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. Oh! That was ugly of me. I can admit when I'm being ugly, and that was ugly of me, so I apologize. Here, right now on stream, I apologize for my behavior. But aren't we all well ready? Aren't we all well ready? Oh, already. We just need to iron out Adana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided, though. Think about when we had just descended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. Oh, we weren't talking about the fact that Jasmine is white and Dahlia's seemingly black. We're talking about how long they've been witches. I think. I'm okay. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that, I guess it's time to make my stance clear. I'm with Dahlia on this. I just met with Patrice, and after putting some thought into it, we've decided we'll support Dahlia during the campaign. Fuck yes. Oh, Jasmine went. What? Patrice too? Are my views so wrong that all my friends are uniting against me? I'm afraid so. We better if you surrender now. Your plans are a bit antiquated. Not wrong, but Dahlia's program suits their needs better. Just say that. We'll keep it civil today. That's a euphemism for you're siding with the old hags. But I'm not an old hag. Doesn't that count for something? I believe the old witches are using you to Wait. Does whitewash have meanings besides racial ones? Is there any other usage for that term? Like, I know it does. But, like, in this context, what else could that mean? I've heard it outside of, like, oh, people are whitewashed, or, like, this thing has been whitewashed. I've heard it outside of that context. Hold on, let me go to dictionary.com. Because I know it had... I'm trying to think of... maybe I don't know the definition. Okay. Okay, you concealing someone's mistakes or faults. Yeah, the painting is what I'm thinking of. I didn't know it also meant concealing flaws. Okay. So we still may not be talking about race. I believe the old witches are using you to whitewash the power they exert over... Oh yeah, we're not. Whitewash the power? That wouldn't make sense. I'm not in cahoots with anyone, I swear. We didn't say that. But let's acknowledge that your program's pretty convenient for the old lot. I see. It came the type of paint conceals flaws. I see. I thought it was literally just when you like thin out paint and then put it over top of someone to give it a white wash. I didn't consider the concealing flaws part. Maybe that's just an indicator of how sensible my program is, don't you think? Hey, why are we arguing over this? Why are we arguing? Because I said I'm supporting Dahlia. Sensible and retrograde. Hey friends, let's take it easy. Why don't we deal with this the way it was intended? We have many debates and campaign actions ahead to prove our points. No need to get bloody right here, right now. Sure. Yeah, we'd better... So this is it, huh? I'm afraid there won't be any more friendly get-togethers until we solve the shit out of this. Let's get to work. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Let's all do our best. Let this be it. Let this be the last of the politics. Patrice is coming over, never mind. Everything is set to go. Dahlia's ready. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll come over to review her program. Let's get it done. Hey, Fortuna. Let's rule the universe together. That's the spirit. Is this a winning team or what? Your energy has won us half the race already. Let's get right to it. How are you feeling, Fortuna? Ready. Focused. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Jasmine? Yeah, we did. Yeah? How'd she take it? Jasmine wasn't really happy about it. It's only natural. I'm sure she's terrified now she knows we've all teamed up against her. Hey, go against the best, lose like the rest. Am I right? My God. I'm so sorry, but if I was in something this serious against my friend, I really would not be this fucking... whatever. If you lose, you lose. Take it like a champ, bro. I don't know. I don't know. The relationships in this are so weird to me. Yeah, I don't know. Me neither, Dahlia? We've been through worse. This is but another rough patch. We're bound to clash from time to time. It's the price of friendship when immortal. Eventually, this will become just another memory to rehash while getting high in her garden. Good to hear. Okay, do you want to take the lead, Dahlia? I've got you. Let's do this. What's the plan? Let's go out there and start spreading the wonders of our program. Don't you think it'll be better if we strategize a bit first? What is there left to plan? Everything? I'm more the kind of witch that works with her gut. That's alright. It's a great asset to have a leader with sharp instincts. But do you mind if I take care of one of the more boring analytical parts? Okay. I understand. The floor is yours. I say we analyze our opponents first. Then I'll interview you two to see where we stand on the main issues. After that, we can review our program. Once we get to something solid, we should schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. How does that sound? Smart, you're right. I'm ready. Good. First of all, to check we're all up to speed. Fortuna, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? You know, judgment, yes. Do you need me to explain them to you? Skip it, please. I know about them, you can skip the explanation. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Here's the intel I gathered on Jasmine. Oh, look at this folder! Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. Oh my god. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporanean. Contemporanean. I don't. Witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies, quote unquote. I don't really know what those are either. Ah, yeah, sorry, you're not even from Earth to begin with. The thing is, Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revision of Adana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from many duties and the fear of failure. Oh my god, oh my god. Whoa, how did you manage to get all that info in so little time? I'm an archivist and all this is public domain, no sweat. Now focus. Our program is this. Judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That's the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with the system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden acts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duty, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the covenant's interest in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Adonis' corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. I've done it, sure. I'm impressed, Patrice. That's some amazing work. Thank you. Now tell me, what can we do against this program? I trust that everyone will see how our approach is far superior, and if not, we'll make up for it by showing spirit. Spirit is important, yes, but we need some strategies to have the upper hand, dialectically. Fortuna, any ideas? What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? Okay, now I really have to... tradition and coven culture will vanish in this setup. These plans benefit the powerful. Lax policies incentivize foul play. Sure. Good point. Lack of consequences and no vigilance at all may lead to terrible events. We can scare both conservatives and young voters away from Jasmine with this line of thought. Good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Let's use our privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is her strongest point? She can be extremely cunning. That's what I'm most afraid of. You're right to be on guard. Fortuna, what would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? I thought that said fertility. Her apparent innocence and fertility is what I read at first. I think if that had been the case, I would have quit the game. We would not have finished it today. Or ever. Her charming mother-like aura. Right. A mother figure could well become the prom queen of this race. Many voters decide based on instinct rather than analysis, and Jasmine's persona promises to be an excellent caretaker for a lot of us. This is all such nonsense. If I'm being honest, this is all such fucking nonsense. We'll need to expose her ugly sides to distort those motherly attributes. Do we really need to stoop that low? I'd rather lose honorably. Okay, your call. Now to her flaws. What do you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Combat. She's just not made for action. Uh, well, I don't know if there will be a lot of opportunities during this campaign to show one's might, but yeah, duly noted. What do you say, Fortuna? Her weakest point? Easy to intimidate. Oof. That's one ugly road you're suggesting. Oh, I guess so, huh? But should the situation get desperate for us, we could try and scare her into place. I wouldn't like to do anything bad to her. Nothing aggressive, of course, but there are many ways to produce threats and fears to throw her off her game. Still, let's try to avoid that course of action. Okay. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about Dahlia, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Dahlia, focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Capressa? Who the hell is Capressa? Oh right, that old log is running for leader too. No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. Now, why did I know about her before I committed to who I'm supporting? Oh, she a tree! I like her already. Historian witch. The eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even a Donna. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity even started writing. She has an infallible memory. All events are registered inside her tree rings. We've worked together many times at the Coven's archives. It's a never-ending enterprise to register all her knowledge on paper. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take. So for the first time, she's running for leader. Alright, she wants to keep him the same. She advocates for preserving Adonna's corpse as some sort of oracle to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the Coven. Okay. I'm skipping through this dialogue just a little bit. I'll skip her through this dialogue just a little bit. Because I'm feeling a little bit... I'm feeling a little bit... As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, it should all be alright, I think. Actually, I believe it's good that she's running. From the warfare point of view, that's the best case scenario for us. Divide and conquer. If the conservative side is split, between Capressa and Jasmine, we can easily emerge as the dominant force. Wow, your experience as a warrior witch is going to come in handy. We warrior witches aren't all about smashing things, you know. You need brains to take on the most challenging forces of the cosmos. You have my respect. Don't underestimate Dahlia, Patrice. I won't. Anyway, I think we're ready to get into Dahlia's program now. Oh, God. Nope, no breaks. Let's get this over with. Alright, go ahead. Okay, we already know all of Dahlia's points because we got them earlier. We're too privileged, yeah. Magical tax. And then free it on his magic to get new witches. We got all that. Honest feedback? Of course, shoot. You're betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, you may say. Why aim for less? I feel you, but our opponent's going to pick us apart. Better to stay ahead and do our own self-analysis. Gotcha. Fortuna, what would you say is the best strategy to counter Dahlia's stance? Her rationalism will make us slow and clumsy. Spotlight the primitive societies of her homeworld? She comes from a primitive society, you say? Interesting. We won't be choosing that. We'll say she's naive. Faith and good intentions is ridiculous. Yeah, that's probably what our rivals will go for. They'll most likely say that the ideal community Dahlia wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. I hope you're right. Let's change gears. What about our strengths? I'm definitely the strongest candidate. Oh yeah, in what sense? I'm the literal one. Okay, good to know. Should it all end in a battle royale? In all seriousness, it's hard to think about one's own virtues. I know. Fortuna, you know her well. What would you say Dahlia's strongest point is? She bodies the winds of change. Merce virtue. Let's do embodies the winds of change. Anyone fed up with Idana's abuse is likely to support Dahlia. Good point. And I don't think anyone will try to be even more radical than her. Our side is definitely the one of change and progress, so our opponents are likely going to play with the Coven's fears to scare some voters away from us. Her weaknesses. Green when it comes to politics. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy, impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. They'll likely try to provoke you during the debates if you lose your cool. The Coven is sure to question your ability to lead. I know, I'll be strong. Are we done with this part? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. We're not done with this part. Okay, what would you change? Okay. What do you think could improve? Law enforcement is communication and understanding. Let's change that. You gotta sometimes lock them bitches up. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Compressor wants to keep exile. And Dahlia advocates for amicable agreement. What do you think would be the best system? Warnings leading to expulsion. It's not a bad idea. It doesn't rob anyone of their freedom. The ultimate punishment is like ultimate freedom, actually. If you don't fit in here, just find a coven to match your philosophy or stay independent. On the other hand, it's exploitable. Okay. Okay, so... try to come up with a new option. I have trouble feelings towards punishment as a method for enforcing law. I don't like the idea of keeping law and order throughout fear. On the other hand, we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Community service? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. We're going through this dialogue quit. We're going with community service. Free access, cut. I'm happy with this program. Okay. Are we... a slogan? Okay, let's get a slogan. Let's get a slogan going. I got one, power in numbers. It's good. I'd say it suits you. What do you say, Fortuna? Any ideas for the slogan? I can say make our coven great again. We'll do stronger together. We'll do stronger together. I don't know. Isn't it what any coven should aspire to? That's why we're in a coven to begin with. Yeah, simple is good. I like the word strong and I like being together. Okay. We're almost done? Ultimate, most classical form of propaganda, a poster. Oh, I can make a poster. Little arts and crafts. Yeah, please. Okay. Let's make a poster. This is all I have to work with? Let's tuck the skull right behind her. Or let's have her wear it like a... Get that skull out of here. Let's have her wear a skull like it's a little hat. And then we'll put a bunch of zip-zaps behind her. God, the game really had Make America Great Again an option. Nothing makes any sense anymore. I'll say that. For me, that was never really funny, but we're all different. Um, no, Azalea. I'll say for me as well, it was never funny. I just don't think you can somehow market a incredibly racist slogan as your own and have it be, oh, but like it's subversive because it was racist, but like when I say it, I mean something different. Okay, sure, but like what are we going to associate that with? The racist person who said it. Maybe, maybe I'm different. Maybe we're different. Oh, oops, that's not straight. Alright, there we go. What do you think? So many stars, it's like the universe. Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political poster. Alright. Are we done? We're in chapter 6. Oh, look at this beautiful home. Let me do some quick Googling. How many chapters are there? Chapter list. This doesn't have the number of chapters. Oh, how many... Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. How many chapters are there? Hmm. Oh my god, there are 8 chapters. Oh my god, there are 8 chapters. Oh my god, there are achievements related to how well you do in the campaign. Oh, we just hit 7. We just hit number 7. What is this? Am I dead? If anything, I may stream for a little bit longer up until where Lotus's stream is because I absolutely want to be there for Lotus's Itch Creator Day stream. So we may go a little bit longer, but we're close. We're close. It just depends on where this goes. Okay, why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you're extremely lucky. Eugenia? Eugenia? Is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything's going to be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye. Oh! Ah, my clothes are still wet. Oh! This is a throwback to when... Fortuna first ascended. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mixture of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go back home. Oh look! Relax, I'm here to look after you. Look at her hoofs. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Deer. Huh, very observant. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you're a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. 32 cycles left. Look at Greth just in the... Hold on. No. Look at Greth just in the corner. She's killing me. She is killing me, Greth is. Commander Patrice, what's the situation? Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. You guys, genuinely, if we have to go through all 32 cycles to reach the ending, I will end the game early and like still upload the VOD as the final part of the game because it'll be the end for me. I just can't, unless these cycles are like a minute each. I'm sorry for the interrogation earlier, but never in her mortal or witch life have I known Fortuna to fall for anyone. I needed to check what your deal was. No problem. Did I pass? You both seem equally self-absorbed, so I guess you won't clash much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, what does that mean? Just teasing. Enjoy yourselves. Greth is the fucking best. Can't believe the two of you are hitting it off. Huh. You sure this wasn't your setup from the very beginning? I'm not that cunning. I'm just happy that two of my favorite witches got together. I'm sure you'll make each other grow in formidable ways. I'm sure planning on exploding having a soothsaying girlfriend. What? I'm kidding. It's you who inspires me, not your cards. Aw, Greth. Let's focus, team, please. How are you feeling, Dahlia? About to explode. I've got too much pent-up energy. Just set some objectives for me and I'll obliterate them. Metaphorically, I hope. Metaphorically, mainly, yes, but I'm ready to take on a dozen demons if necessary. Good to know. Let's get to work then. We're going to check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. Hi, Lotus. Do I look as though I've lost 10 years of my life? No, excuse me. Yeah, I've lost them. Who's primitive and two? How could Patrice set anything up where Fortuna writes the future? Well, Patrice is apparently a political genius. Apparently she's a political genius. And Dahlia's from her home. She has she has a primitive homeworld. It's Dahlia. Dahlia's right here. I assume, but didn't want to believe it. We're fumbling a little bit. We're fumbling just a little bit, I'd say. That's why she has those tribal tattoos. Capital T for tribal. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention, excuse me. Oh, it really is fucking spreadsheets. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies. Oh my god. Men? I added some men's rooms to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. See, I only skim read through the thread you're talking about. And I thought I saw like something about spreadsheets, but I foolishly and stupidly thought that maybe it was like a quick little spreadsheet to show their plans or something. And I was like, okay, weird, but whatever. Full political campaign. And Patrice keeps saying that I need to remember this information. And it has me feeling a little suspicious. It has me a little suspicious. I'm not just muscle, that's good. Fortuna, as the oracle of the team, you'd better take responsibility to do some studying too. Luckily for you, your sister is one of the Coven's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the place of placing it all in your library for when you have time to go do some studying. I got you now about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there being exiled and all, so you're going to be in charge of team management. Shouldn't it be someone more prepared than me? We're all going to be busy heading out for events, gathering support, or whatever is needed. We need someone tracking all of our efforts and assigning tasks so we can better focus on our mission without worrying about schedules. I've seen the reviews for this game, the numerical scores, but I haven't read any reviews for this game yet. I'm going to need to read reviews later. You know, this is one of those games where I really think I'll have to read some reviews later. Promoting the program, looking for allies, gathering intel? Ugh. Do your homework, do some studying, make some cards? Jerk off! I've seen very little writing that mentions the politics as big of a thing as the... Are we wrong? Are we incorrect in thinking that the politics so far have been half the fucking game? Or at least a third of the game, which is wild. I think it's also a little strange that in a game that is about diversity and inclusion and queerness that we're going so heavy on politics, as if politics are not could not be a very traumatizing, alienating thing for a lot of the people that this game is catering itself to. Oh, what she got for me though? Oh. Ooh. Oh, I think this is what I said. I don't remember. Last year I spent a great deal of time cataloging the Coven's texts and treaties on objects of power. And there was one specific object that kept making me think of you. Here. The root of a plum. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you? It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'd be way more effective if you ran for leader yourself. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that you decided to play a supporting role, given your true nature. You've always relied only on yourself. This is quite unlike you, that's all I'm saying. We've already had this conversation. You're right. We better focus on help things. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. I'd like you to... Oh, hold on. I mean, everything I'd read made it sound as much as Red Strings Club in the sense of, like, being political, but IMO, there's a difference between that and literary running. Yes. Yes. Because the game as it was before was already political with how it addressed multiple topics. And that is a political game. A game that addresses social issues and topics just naturally, which is very easy to do in dialogue, with plot, all of it. But look at me. I'm managing a camp. There are percentages on my screen. There's a huge amount of focus and reviews on the tarot aspect, but at this point barely seems to matter, which is odd. Okay, okay, the one thing I will say, the way that I am playing the game, is that I haven't been making cards often, but in any of that downtime, I could have made as many cards as I want. So, like, that's on me. However, beyond the lack of cards that I'm making, because at this point, I want to get through the game because I'm not liking it, the amount of readings that I'm doing is so low. I thought this was going to be a game about creating a robust deck that you use often to determine and change fate, and that it was going to be a story of personal growth relating to tarot and divination. Like, I thought that's what this was going to be, and that whole plotline has slowly withered away into politics. It's just politics. Like, this isn't at this doesn't feel like a story to me. Like, I'm assigning roles to everybody. Like, okay, hold on. Like, look at the spreadsheets of like keeping track of like who likes what. Uh, Promote our program to look academics because they don't like us. And so, like, now I could go make cards. But am I going to do anything with those cards? Because so far, the amount of times that I've done readings just haven't been a lot. Oh, there's a little thing up there. Hold on, let me make a card. Okay. Oh, I've made a card using this before, actually. Hold on. Is this the body? Where's the body? Lots of ideas. Am I interested in said ideas? That's the question. This robot don't seem to be built right. Oh, hold on. You want to be pitched? Hold on, Azalea. Oh, I'm just a little robot. I'm just a little robot. I'm just a little robot. Oh, hold on. Let me make this bigger so I can make the legs bigger. No. This card's gotta go. Discard it. Hold on. That was ugly. Get them like a lobster, two different claws. A little baby claw and a big claw. Let's try something with this. Oh, I see how it was supposed to fit together, kind of. Wait. Let's do this. And then let's do this. And then let's do these. Okay. Let's try to make this so that these all kind of line up. Then let's do this upside down. Flip it and reverse it. Oops, delete, because now the sizes are different. Duplicate, flip. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's put, okay. Okay, okay. Yeesh. Do it again. Okay. Let's have these guys just floating around. Okay. Heliophobia. I'm feeling phobic right now. What if I... No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, wait, there's someone at the door. Or at the window, rather. 31 cycles left. We've gone through one cycle. Oh, this is pretty. Cupressa. Come on over, girl. Oh, look at her. I read the Eurogame review. Tell me about it, Lotus. Is it time for us to wrap up our thoughts on this now? When was my last autosave? Let's talk to Capressa. Let's talk to Capressa, and then we're going to go to full screen and we're going to talk. Welcome, I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself. Did the review seem positive or negative about that aspect? Just out of curiosity. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. Negative. Fuck. Ads are coming up. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's get through 4 out of 5 star review. Let's get through this conversation. Ads are playing right now, but that's okay. Let's get through this conversation and then we'll wrap up my thoughts. I don't want to give my thoughts on the game before finishing it, but I think I've been pushed to I've been pushed. Okay. Thanks for having me. I want to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. Why me? I'm not the one running. Oh, I know, but you are one of the major players in these elections. A driving force, as Adana would put it. Donna often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? To form my own judgment. I promise I carry the best of intentions. I don't know. My flowers become restless when exposed to your voice. There's something about you, inevitable, like a forest fire. And no matter its intentions, fire is fire. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. Why? You're too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Adana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed. Even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort and enjoyment, cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. Jeez? With that option? Without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind precisely because of this lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my intellect is that of growth and community. I lack individuality, I'm just part of a forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are a devourer of worlds, and we, the plants, are the healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? It was Polygon. It says they have to go through a certain amount of endgame days to proceed. Empathy, a very useful trait to understand the fear and needs of your community. Probably the trait in which I'm most lacking, but empathy is a double-edged sword. Historically, empathetic leaders often crash and burn overwhelmed by the contradicting angst of their people, a characteristic that can quickly turn to weakness. Maybe, but selflessness, that's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they would make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of a selfless existence. Sure, you think humans should never lead? When avoidable, yes. On Earth, they don't have much choice with all sentient life being underdeveloped besides them. But here, we have gods, we have dear folk, you have me. What if I don't want to be ruled? What if I don't agree with what allegedly superior beings have devised for me? I want to create a world closer to my vision. Isn't that egotistical? Yeah, sure. Is there another option? Don't you see that even your philosophy about selflessness is really just what you want for this coven? Have you considered that stability is not what most of the coven wants? Don't they? I don't know. We'll find out what the coven wants through this election. I understand. Thank you. You've made me think. Listen, Capresso. Let's read a fortune. Would you do that for an opponent? Oh, hey, I could fuck her up with this, couldn't I? Tell me what it is you wish to ask the cards. There's only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Adana's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Adana's has been the most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of her sisters, but sure. Please don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I'll focus on your honest will. Think about Adana while I shuffle my deck. Ooh. Well, your legacy is genocide. Many witches will follow Adana's philosophy, even if it's not the official rule anymore. However, you will pay a high price to keep her legacy alive. No, the pressure of the race will become so unbearable that you'll lose your mind. No. You'll steal one of Idana's masks and drop out of the race. You will leave the coven and start a cult. Yeah, do that. Get out the race. That's one of my contingency plans. How did you... Well, you wouldn't be an oracle if you didn't tap into the unknown, of course. So to come to that, huh? Maybe that's for the best? The coven seems to be ready to drift away from Idana's vision. None of us besides you seem to plan to adhere to it in any case. And let's be honest, you're not this race's favorite. I know, I'm not an idiot, but still, I had to try. I'm going to keep trying, in fact, so I can spread my message, and when I leave the coven, more witches will follow me. Suit yourself. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fuzuna. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. That wasn't an autosave? Yes, it was. Okay, so the days don't pass like one by one. Let's exit to the title screen. I don't know what to do with this game.